Colonel Sanders was a man who faced many challenges and setbacks throughout his life, but he ultimately achieved great success with his fried chicken restaurant chain, Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. Born in 1890 in Henryville, Indiana, Sanders was the oldest of 3 children and had a difficult childhood. His father died when he was 5 years old, and his mother was forced to work long hours to support the family, leaving Sanders to fend for himself. He dropped out of school in the 7th grade to work various jobs, including as a farmhand, a painter, and a streetcar conductor. In 1930, Sanders began operating a service station in Corbin, Kentucky, where he served travelers food as well as gasoline. It was here that he developed the recipe for his famous fried chicken, which he cooked in a pressure fryer to reduce the cooking time. He called it Kentucky Fried Chicken, and it quickly became a hit with customers. In the 1950s, Sanders began franchising his chicken recipe and the KFC chain took off. By 1964, there were over 600 KFC locations in the United States and Canada. That same year, Sanders sold the company for $2 million, making him a millionaire in his 70s. Despite facing many challenges and setbacks throughout his life, Colonel Sanders was able to turn his love of cooking into a wildly successful business. His persistence and determination paid off, and his legacy lives on through the KFC chain, which has over 22,000 locations worldwide. Colonel Sanders' success with KFC did not come easily. He faced many challenges and setbacks along the way. One of the biggest challenges Sanders faced was finding a way to make his fried chicken recipe more efficient to produce. It took him years to perfect the recipe and the cooking process, and he faced numerous rejections from restaurant owners who were not interested in serving his chicken. In the early 1950s, Sanders began traveling the country, cooking batches of his fried chicken for restaurant owners and trying to sell them on the idea of serving it at their establishments. He called this process pressure frying, and it allowed him to cook the chicken in a shorter amount of time than traditional frying methods. Despite his persistence, many restaurant owners were not interested in his chicken and Sanders faced numerous rejections. However, Sanders did not let these setbacks discourage him. He continued to refine his recipe and cooking process, and in 1952, he opened his own restaurant in Salt Lake City, Utah called Sanders Cafe and Museum. The restaurant was a success and Sanders began receiving attention from media outlets, which helped to boost his reputation and bring more customers to his restaurant. In 1964, Sanders sold the KFC chain to a group of investors for $2 million. He remained a spokesperson for the company and continued to travel and make public appearances on behalf of KFC until his death in 1980 at the age of 90. Today, KFC is a household name and one of the most well-known fast food chains in the world, with over 22,000 locations in more than 150 countries. Colonel Sanders' persistence and determination, despite facing numerous setbacks and rejections, ultimately paid off and helped to make KFC the successful company it is today. In addition to his work with KFC, Colonel Sanders was known for his philanthropy and charitable efforts. He was a strong believer in the power of education and regularly donated to schools and universities. He also supported various charitable organizations, including the American Red Cross and the March of Dimes. Throughout his lifetime, Sanders received numerous accolades and awards for his business acumen and philanthropy. In 1964, he was inducted into the International Association of Culinary Professionals Hall of Fame. In 1980, he was posthumously inducted into the Junior Achievement U.S. Business Hall of Fame. In addition to these recognitions, Sanders was also honored with several honorary degrees from universities, including a Doctor of Humanities degree from Brigham Young University in 1976 and a Doctor of Business Administration degree from the University of Louisville in 1979. In addition to his philanthropy and business accomplishments, Colonel Sanders was also known for his personal style and distinctive appearance. He was always impeccably dressed, with his signature white suit, black string tie, and goatee. His appearance became synonymous with the KFC brand and he became a beloved figure, known for his down-to-earth personality and sense of humor. Today, Colonel Sanders is remembered as a pioneer in the fast food industry and an inspiration to entrepreneurs everywhere. His success with KFC is a testament to his hard work, determination, and belief in his product, and his legacy lives on through the continued success of the KFC chain. As KFC grew in popularity, Colonel Sanders became a well-known figure and a household name. He appeared in numerous television commercials for the company, often playing up his Colonel title and Southern charm. His distinctive appearance and folksy personality helped to make KFC a beloved brand and helped to differentiate it from other fast food chains. In addition to his work with KFC, Colonel Sanders was also known for his philanthropy and charitable efforts. He was a strong believer in the power of education and regularly donated to schools and universities. He also supported various charitable organizations, including the American Red Cross and the March of Dimes. Despite his success and fame, Colonel Sanders remained down-to-earth and humble. He was known for his sense of humor and his ability to connect with people from all walks of life. His personal philosophy was simple: I'm no smarter than anyone else, I just stay with things longer. Colonel Harlan Sanders' story is one of hard work, determination, and perseverance. Despite facing numerous setbacks and rejections, he never gave up on his dream of building a successful business. His legacy lives on through the continued success of KFC, which has over 22,000 locations in more than 150 countries around the world. Colonel Harlan Sanders' success with KFC did not come overnight. It took years of hard work, experimentation, and persistence to turn his fried chicken recipe into a globally successful fast food chain. One of the key elements of Sanders' success was his dedication to quality and consistency. He was known for being extremely particular about the ingredients he used and the cooking process for his fried chicken. He spent years refining his recipe and experimenting with different cooking methods to find the perfect combination of flavors and textures. In addition to his focus on quality, Colonel Sanders was also known for his strong work ethic. He was known to work long hours and was deeply committed to building his business. He was not afraid of hard work and was willing to do whatever it took to make his business a success. Another factor in Colonel Sanders' success was his ability to adapt and change with the times. As the fast food industry evolved and competition increased, Sanders was able to stay ahead of the curve by constantly innovating and finding new ways to attract customers. Finally, Colonel Sanders' success was also due in part to his strong branding and marketing skills. He was a master at promoting his business and was able to effectively communicate the unique qualities of his fried chicken to the public. His distinctive appearance and folksy personality helped to make KFC a beloved brand and helped to differentiate it from other fast food chains. All of these factors contributed to Colonel Harlan Sanders' success and helped to make KFC the global phenomenon it is today. In addition to his work with KFC, Colonel Harlan Sanders was also involved in various other business ventures throughout his career. In the 1950s, Sanders developed a line of seasonings and sauces under the Colonel Sanders Secret Recipe brand. These products were sold in supermarkets and were meant to be used at home to recreate the flavors of KFC's fried chicken. In the 1960s, Sanders also ventured into the restaurant equipment business, establishing a company called Sanders Manufacturing Company. The company produced a variety of equipment for restaurants, including pressure fryers, ovens, and grills. In the 1970s, Sanders also launched a line of prepared food products, including frozen fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and gravy, under the Colonel Sanders Kitchen brand. These products were sold in supermarkets and were meant to be heated up at home. Throughout his career, Colonel Sanders demonstrated a strong entrepreneurial spirit and a willingness to take risks and try new things. His various business ventures, in addition to KFC, helped to solidify his reputation as a successful and innovative entrepreneur. In addition to his work with KFC, Colonel Harlan Sanders was also involved in various philanthropic and charitable efforts throughout his life. He was a strong believer in the power of education and regularly donated to schools and universities. He also supported various charitable organizations, including the American Red Cross and the March of Dimes. One of Colonel Sanders' most well-known charitable efforts was his work with the Muscular Dystrophy Association, MDA. In the 1970s, Sanders became a national spokesman for the MDA and was instrumental in raising funds and awareness for the organization. He regularly participated in the MDA's Labor Day telethon and was known for his passionate and emotional appeals on behalf of the MDA. In recognition of his charitable work, Colonel Sanders was honored with numerous awards and accolades. In 1976, he was given the Humanitarian Award by the International Association of Culinary Professionals. In 1979, he was awarded the MDA's Love and Hope Award. Colonel Sanders' philanthropy and charitable efforts were a testament to his generous and caring nature. He believed in giving back to his community and helping those in need, and his efforts helped to make a positive impact on the lives of many people.